Hello and welcome back to Today in the NBA, where today we are going to be going over the Cleveland Cavaliers last season, looking at the outcomes for this season, going over their postseason and anything else interesting that's happened. Now to start off, the Cleveland Cavaliers last year had the 8th best offensive rating with 115.5, but in the playoffs it fell all the way off to 16th, which is worst in the entire NBA, to 101.9. I don't know really what this is 100%, but I do think it was Evan Mobley's offense sort of being exposed, him not being a great offensive player. Darius Garland didn't really get as much ball handling as we would have liked. Karis LeVert was off, and Isaac Okoro is just not a great offensive player. And Donovan Mitchell, someone who usually turns up every year in the playoffs, wasn't that good this year. He still did average a lot of points, but it wasn't on great efficiency. Now for the defensive rating, last year the Cavs had the best defensive rating in the whole league with 109.9. A big part of that was Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Evan Mobley being so good at switching onto the perimeter for a big man, while also being a great defender. Jared Allen also being a very good rim protector and rebounder, but this did get exposed in the playoffs, as against the New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson was dominating on the offensive boards, getting offensive boards left, right and centre. He was amazing. And Julius Randle, even though he didn't play too well, his rebounding was also really good. I think both Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle could have out-rebounded the whole Cavaliers starting five, which is very, very, very impressive. And to go along with Isaiah Hartenstein, who is another one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, the Cleveland Cavaliers really struggled on the glass, while also really struggling to score, which is very surprising considering the Cleveland Cavaliers were not a team that was known for their defense. Now I think one of the big fixes to this offense could definitely be improving the volume and efficiency of the three-point shooting. Last year they were 24th in the league in three-pointers attempted with 31.6. They did shoot around 37% from three, however, which does put them sort of up there at 12th, but still, I definitely would like to see this volume increase, especially considering they have two great three-point shooters in Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, along with adding Max Strus. Now hopefully Evan Mobley is able to space his game out so that he can hit those long mid-range shots and hit the occasional three-pointer, maybe shooting 3 a game and making one of them. That's not a great clip, but still, it is definitely needed. Along with Emoni Bates being on this team, which is someone who I definitely think could receive some very low rotation minutes, maybe 8 minutes a night as the 10th or 11th man on the roster. Now the fix for the defensive struggles in the playoffs definitely would be just the development of Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley just needs to get stronger so he is able to defend physical players better, and they will also definitely help him on his rebounding. The Cavs did get a little bit smaller with bringing in Max Strus, but Max Strus, he's big, he's 6'4", but he's built. I definitely think he's going to be able to positively impact their rebounding, which is definitely something that's needed. Anyway, speaking of Max Strus, to grade the Cleveland Cavaliers off-season, I would give them a B+ to an A-. They did manage to bring in two players that definitely fit what they needed, in Max Strus and Georges Niang, both great shooters, and Georges Niang definitely does bring them a little bit of size. I would have liked to have seen them maybe bring in a little bit of a better defender, maybe sign and trade for a Dillon Brooks, not a great offensive player, but think about how terrifying that defense will be, along with Dillon Brooks bringing some toughness to this team. Also, just more experience bringing in Georges Niang and bringing back Ricky Rubio. Damian Jones came in too. Definitely needed, as in the playoffs they definitely did struggle, as the only veteran leadership they had was Ricky Rubio, and he barely received any playing time. A nice veteran that could receive some playing time in the playoffs is definitely going to help the Cleveland Cavaliers out for the next playoff run. Anyway, now for my season predictions for them. I have the Cleveland Cavaliers finishing as the 4 seed with 48 wins and 34 losses. I think that they'll beat the New York Knicks in the first round and lose in the second round to the Milwaukee Bucks. I think Darius Garland will make it in as an All-Star, and so will Donovan Mitchell. I don't see anyone from this team finishing on the All-NBA team, but I can see Evan Mobley and Jared Allen both finishing on an All-Defensive team, along with Emoni Bates finishing on All-Rookie second team, or if not on the team, then close to it. Anyway, that does it for today's video. Stay tuned for tomorrow where I'll be bringing out the New York Knicks season preview. Please check out some of my videos. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you all for watching.